Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike, and thanks for jumping on with me this morning. How many of you have read James Clear's book, Atomic Habits? If you haven't yet, I bought a whole bunch of them. They're here in the office. Check one out, take it home with you. Bring it back when you're done so other people can read it. I think you're going to like this. I think you'll be doing yourself a huge favor by reading or listening to this book. James Clear makes a point in the book, and I want to make sure I share it with you. He makes a whole bunch of points, but the one that's on my mind this morning is this. Listen to what he says. Professionals stick to the schedule. Amateurs let life get in the way. Now look, that might tick some of you off this morning. I know, and that's why I brought it up. Some things are true whether we want to believe them or not. Some of us are desperately clinging to the notion that we have no control. Mike, don't you understand all the responsibilities I've got in my life? Oh my God! Yeah, I do. I also agree with James Clear. Professionals stick to the schedule. They create a schedule. They create a schedule because they have a lot of priorities in their life. Not just one or two priorities. They have a lot of priorities. And they want to make sure that they honor all the priorities, not just some of them. Why? So they can live the life that they said was important. Not what I said. Not what your friends say. Not what your family says. What you said was important. And James Clear says, yeah. Professionals stick to the schedule. Amateurs let life get in the way. I want to explore that concept with you this week and try to turn that around a little bit so we can make it work for ourselves. Because it's true. Professionals do stick to the schedule. Amateurs, they let everything else get in the way. Then they have something to blame it on. Oh my God, the distractions. Yeah, I know. Professionals have distractions too. They just don't let it run the day. So let's start with something. Let's start with the beginning of our day. Something as simple and basic as, what time do we get up every morning? How do we know? How do you know? Have you ever wondered that? How do I know to live the life that I say is important? To honor the priorities that I said are important in my life. How do I know what the right time to get up every day is? Well, I'm going to encourage you today to engineer it in reverse. And I will be open and transparent enough with you to try to offer you my schedule to show you what I mean by engineering it in reverse. This is a trick that I learned. It's been incredibly helpful and powerful to me. Hopefully it will be to you as well. Engineering it in reverse works just like this. For the level of business that I want to run, what time do I think it is important for me to get to work today? Start my business day. What time is that? Let's say that in my world, I say that's 8 o'clock. Doesn't have to be for you. Again, this is the concept of engineering in reverse. You put the specific times and numbers in that work for your life. For me, I might say, well, I think it's important to get in by 8 o'clock. Okay, well, it takes me 30 minutes to drive to work. So that means 7:30, right? So if I want to be here by 8, I need to leave home by 7:30. Okay, well, I want an hour to shower, dress, have breakfast. Okay, 6:30. Well, I want an exercise program every day, and personally, I find it easier, better, to get it done in the mornings, because when I put it off until the afternoons, too often it doesn't happen. So I want to get that done in the mornings. Okay, well, I want a 90-minute exercise program. Okay, well, I said I wanted to get to work, be at work by 8. Takes 30 minutes, I need to leave home by 7:30. I would need an hour to shower, dress, and have breakfast. That's 6:30. I need a 90-minute workout program. That's 5. I don't want to roll out of bed and go straight into my exercise program. I like to wake up first. I'd like to have a cup of coffee. I'd like to read a little bit. I'd like to spend a little time with God and spiritual time. So that's all about 30 minutes to me. So now that's 4:30. Okay. Now do you think, let's just stop there for a second. Do you think I want to get up at 4:30 every day? Of course I don't. Who does? Well, granted, there are some people that do, but that's not me. I don't want to get up at 4:30 every day. Very few times am I ever very happy about it. But in order for me to get done the things in my life that I said were important, not anybody else, just me, then to get all these things done, and if I engineer it in reverse, then I need to get up at 4:30. And you know what the most important thing about getting up at 4:30 is for me? Maybe you too, whatever time you said. I need about 6 to 6.5 hours worth of sleep. I really don't need more than 6.5. Most adults don't. Children and seniors might, but I'm not a senior yet, so quit snickering. 6.5 hours is adequate for me. So that means I need to be in bed by 10. All right, that's a pretty key number. If I don't go to bed by 10, I'm probably not going to feel like getting up at 4:30. So by engineering it in reverse, I can see, okay, to accomplish what I said was important in the morning, I need to go to bed by 10 the night before, and I need to get up at 4:30 this morning. If I get up at 4:30 and I follow the routine that I've laid out for myself, because in my life I've determined that to be important, then I will be at work by 8 and I can start building the business that I want to build so that I can lead the type of life I want to lead. Now look, everybody on this call this morning, you all have different lives, you all have different priorities, you all have different levels of responsibilities. I have to get myself dressed every morning. Some of you have to get other little human beings dressed every morning, so your morning schedule might look different. Some of you might need to get up earlier than 4:30. Some of you don't need to get as much stuff done during the mornings. You can get up later. The important thing is you decide. But remember what James Clear said, professionals stick to the schedule. Amateurs let life get in the way. There's way too many of us out there just waking up when we feel like it every morning, getting up as late as possible, and then having the audacity to be frustrated that we're not living the life that we dream of. Professionals stick to the schedule. Amateurs let everything else get in the way. Come join me tomorrow. This is how you determine what the right time to get up is. Let's build on it throughout the week and see how you can build a schedule that's empowering enough to allow you to live the life you said was important. And by the way, you thought I forgot, didn't you? That is how we go out there and we make it happen for ourselves today.